Is it like cramming before a big test? Like, got to be as ready as you can here right before the first one?
No, I don't feel like it's cramming because I feel like I took the right steps to be prepared for this moment. I didn't have to rush anything. And, I'm just ready, really.
Pat said he's ready to move in and move around and ready for you to see what you can do. What's it mean to have a mentor like that that's kind of willing to hold the door open for you in that way?
Man, it means everything. Just like I said in the last interview, Pat P is just a great guy. He came in with open arms, really trying to get me better and prepare for the season. He knows how it is because he's done it for so long at a high level. So he really just wants me to do the same thing. So he's just been helping me.
Joe, maybe you already answered this, but first regular season game. We've asked you about a million first at this point with the Steelers, but any extra juice just for that, or do you feel like you've kind of put all those milestones behind you at this point?
I feel like I put majority of them behind me. Definitely first NFL real game, definitely on that milestone. So the fact that I'm going to get that out the way, it's definitely a blessing, and I really just can't wait for that moment to really go out there.
Are there less jitters because of the experience you've had growing up? Obviously, I already played in a preseason game here, but just is the acclimation maybe a little bit easier in anticipation going into this first game?
A little bit, but it's really just because at the end of the day, it's football, and that's what I really try to tell myself. It's definitely at a high level, and it means more, but at the end of the day, it's a game that I've been playing for a long time. So I'm really just excited to do that this upcoming Sunday.
Thanks, Joey.
Thank you.
Like Todd was saying, they're really good in space. They've got a lot of guys. So how do you counter that, or what do you need to do to make sure that you counter for that?
Yeah, we just got to have our eyes in the right place, we just always got to, make sure, we got our eyes on what we got to have our eyes on. You see, you hear the term, you see a lot, you see a little, you see a little, you see a lot. So I think it's just going to take a lot of discipline this week. Whenever we get those open grass moments, we got to be able to make those tackles because those guys are good at extended plays.
As a pass rusher, how much have you studied Nick Bosa's moves and just what makes him so good?
Yeah, he's got a bunch of tools in his tool bag, and so he's definitely one of those guys we got to watch out for. And he's got a bunch of different moves. Whether it's swipe or power, he's got a motor. I think for all good pass rushers, they got to have a motor, and he's got that, and so just kind of seeing how he does that is really cool and stuff.
Does it matter that he hasn't necessarily been practicing with the team? I mean, does that take any of what he's so good at? Is it is there an acclimation period or a lag, or do you guys expect to see the full Nick Bosa experience?
I mean, just like Coach T said, we're preparing like he's going to play because he's going to play, and so we know he's going to be out there, and so I already know the offense is putting a plan around it, so to minimize his impact on the game.
Terrell Sue expects you to win your share against Trent Williams. Not many do win their share against Trent Williams. How do you approach this matchup?
Yeah, just been studying, studying him and stuff, and so it's going to be a good matchup, because I know he's one of the best in the game, and so I look forward to competing against the best, and that's what you live for, and so I'm excited for it and ready to get after it on Sunday.
T.J. said the best way to slow down Christian McCaffrey is to play with 12 men on the field. Short of that, I mean, how do you guys account for him while looking at the rest of the offensive weapons?
I think we just got to be disciplined, in the run game. We got to have our eyes in the right place. We got to stay in our gas because he's a guy that if he sees a hole, he's going to hit it, and especially in the run game, but also in the passing game as well. He can leak out of there, and if you lose track of him, we can't let that happen. So we just got to be fundamental, and how we play run defense. Got to be physical, and so I think that's where it starts. Is starting up front, stopping the run.
Alex, where have you seen Leal improve here?
Yeah, just seeing he's got a great motor. I think that's something that's going to be a lot of value to our defense. Seeing him grow over camp and stuff, and so I think his motor is going to add a lot of value to our defense. Guy coming in, willing to fly around and put his body on the line and go out there and make plays. So I'm excited to see how he adds value to our defense this year.
How do you think T.J. is as an actor?
An actor? Oh, that commercial was funny. I went up to him. What was the he went like this? What was the band name? I forgot what it was. But
I forget.
Yeah, but it was funny though.
Heavy metal.
Yeah, some heavy metal band. I was just laughing with him about it. So it was a good commercial.
You're surrounded. You got Najee, you got T.J, you got actors all around.
I mean, I was a baby actor, so that counts.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That counts. Yeah.
Do you give them lessons?
No, I don't. It's been a long time, so I try not to give any lessons and stuff. So it's good.
Are we away from the logo enough for Minka? Just want to make sure.
A couple years ago, you came to do the team stuff late, kind of like Bosa's situation now, getting your contract resolved. What kind of maybe lag is there, or is there any when you haven't been, doing everything with the team and then starting the regular season?
I mean, I don't really know if there's much lag. If anything, it's fresh legs. It's a lot of want to and desire. I mean, the guy hasn't been able to play football in a long time, so you just want to come back and be as explosive and powerful and show everybody the work that you've been putting in, even though you haven't been doing team activities. So I don't think it's going to hinder a guy like that at all. It's just more of down the road, the soft tissue things of getting back into football shape. But as far as week one, I think you can expect the guy to go out there playing his butt off.
You guys are the last two defensive players of the year. I mean, how much you kind of admire his game? Have you taken anything from it? Do you try to compare yourself at all, or do you just let that stuff all be at this point?
Never comparison. I think it's always just respecting a guy's game, and I have a lot of respect for how he rushes the passer, how he plays the run, and I'm excited to get to see it in person.
TJ, what do you feel you guys were able to do in camp, and how is communication heading into week one with a few new guys?
Yeah, communication's been awesome. It's been great. It's one of those points of emphasis for right when we got here, right when we got the new guys in the inside backer room, and E-Rob's been taking point of getting up in our ears, making sure that we know what the call is. Been doing a great job dealing with the crowd noise all week, so I'm excited to show everybody what we've been doing.
TJ, what's the big challenge with the Shanahan scheme? What makes it so difficult to defend?
A lot of misdirection, a lot of stuff that doesn't look similar to what you saw. I mean, if it's stretch, it's going to be stretch wrap. There's going to be a lot of different ways of running it, a lot of different guys. You're going to see 19, 23 in and out of the backfield. So they do a lot of really good things. They have a lot of really athletic guys they like to get the ball to, and then obviously 13 is a more than capable quarterback as well.
TJ, the last 2 years in season openers, you guys have won some pretty big games against the Bills, against the Bengals last year. What's been the key to getting off to those fast starts in the season opener?
I think you just said it, just starting fast. And Coach Tomlin always says never warm up to it, and that's been a point of emphasis all through preseason, as you guys have seen, is not just offense or defense or special teams to try to culminate a team effort in starting fast out the gate.
How much do you like the challenge of playing one of the better teams in a division in the very first game, getting that tough test right out the gate?
It's the NFL. Every game is a tough game.
At the same time, the Bills and Bengals, you guys see them pretty much every year. Is it tougher at all moving into the more unfamiliar opponent from the NFC West? Like this?
I mean, yeah, if it's like a non-divisional opponent, there's a little bit more to learn, but you also have more time, more film to digest. So, like I said, every game is tough, and this is no different.
How's McCaffrey stress the defense, that type of player, that skill set?
I mean, he can stretch you, he can gash vertically, he can split out and run a full route tree that a receiver has. So there's a myriad of things that he can do, and then obviously he can flip with 19 and 19, can do all the running back things too. So it's going to be challenging for sure.
Michael's saying that he feels like for a young guy, Purdy's kind of hard to rattle. Do you see that, and what do you think are maybe some of the keys to influencing him a little bit?
Yeah, and I think it's a credit to him of how quickly he's come back from his injury too, just showing the want-to factor and the ability to not be rattled or nervous to get back in the pocket after suffering the injury that he did. And I'm excited to step in the stadium with a guy that wants to win that bad.
TJ, if Larry can't go, how much have Leal and Loudermilk grown for you guys?
I mean, we have a deep room, and I think you guys have seen that all through training camp, preseason. Just ready for any guy who's next to be in there. If Larry can't go, I hope he can. But Leal and Milk have done a great job of developing over the last couple of years.
First season opener in Pittsburgh since 2015, so since you've been here. Does it add any more excitement, just the first game in front of fans here?
I cannot wait to see Steeler Nation, honestly, in Acrisure this weekend. I'm so excited, and it's been way too long, so it's going to be a hell of a day.
Are you aware how close you are to the team sack record for the career?
I want to win, man. I want to win.
Cam's close to it too, I guess.
Yeah, he is.
So you got a couple commercials out there. You're not necessarily a gregarious guy. Is that hard for you? And what have you been? It's
always a lot more difficult when my brothers aren't with me to loosen me up, But the Old El Paso was a fun one to do, obviously with Derek and JJ, and then Snickers was just a fun one too, just to show some personality, but not too much. You should have seen the outfit they wanted me to wear, and I just settled for the chain around the jeans. But just having fun, trying to show some personality, and yeah, I guess that's it.
TJ,
You
what's
take
the
any lessons from JJ before?
No, I've seen that guy act before. It stinks.
What's after the guys see it? What kind of reaction do you get when you walk in the room?
Oh, Viper Fury, all that stuff. Guys are saying stuff, but it's all in good fun. I can take it.
Are you actually a metalhead?
No, absolutely not. Wouldn't know one single song.
What's the genre?
I'm into Zach Bryan right now, big time.
Thanks, TJ.
Yep, thanks guys.